Mm, Good morning. Hmm, Been sleeping here in the balcony once again and woke up early with the sun shining. Yeah, that's a bit gray, but I just love to sleep out here. Mm. Maybe I'm becoming this happy camper that I thought I wasn't. Maybe I am. I can decide anytime when I want to be, right? So, what are we talking about today? Hmm, I think I will start by sharing my experience from yesterday. I went to this beautiful dinner made by a chef called Lapo and his beautiful wife Samantha. Samantha is a musician, a practitioner, well, yeah, space holder, yeah. And they made this event together where food and music, poetry, reflective questions about life and existence, and the whole theme yesterday was the truth. Um, exactly what I've been talking about: truth, the truth, speaking the truth, being the truth, living the truth, releasing the truth. Um, and we were like 22 people gathered in an apartment in the center of Copenhagen. Beautiful, gorgeous apartment. So much love, and I love being in people's homes when it's like made with passion and like showing the person, not a showing off home, but a showing you home. This home was so authentic and, yeah, welcoming, and the couple and who lived there was just, yeah, okay. I don't know. Overall, or so this experience was just, yeah, it was like they were served, I think, eight different dishes, like small bites, and with each bite there was either a story or a song, or at some point we were blindfolded, or we were coupled up two and two, and we had to feed each other and express what we taste and how it felt without um, expressing what the food was. More like the structure of it, the smell, is it warm, is it cold, and it's like the whole feelings and sensing experience was beautiful. Um, Samantha, she sang this beautiful song. I don't really remember how it went, but um, we don't know what we don't know, what we don't know, what we don't know. Or, yeah, and we ate the forbidden apple um, from Eve's garden, and we wore those silent disco headphones and went completely into ourselves with this beautiful dish that was like this chocolate, olive oil, salty texture. Just eating with the fingers and and yeah, everything was just beautiful, full of love, and yeah. And we ended up having this dinner while we were all sitting by this long table, all of us just sharing, like sharing food, and nothing was like served in front of you, but you had to ask, like, can I ask, can you pass me that, can you pour me this, the whole interaction thing. And what came up for me in this dinner, as some of the like key experience, feelings, things coming up. First of all, I attended this event by myself, and it wasn't like announced, but Samantha posted on her Facebook that they had two spots left, and I was like, I'm taking that one spot because I've heard about this from a friend before, and I was like, I'm so gonna have this experience. And I came, and I was just welcomed with love, and I came a bit. I think actually I started being a bit like not anxious, but like mm, excited. It was like an excitement. What kind of people will be there, and also like me, who am I actually? And that is a question that popped up so much because people were asking, "Oh, what do you do? What do you do?" Like it was so, mm, yeah. And I was giving different stories depending on who I was talking to because I am so much. Um, but the story I kept on using mm, as a like a excuse or what should I call it? Like a comfort story was that I quit my job because I wanted to create space for whatever has to be created. And all my stories talking about what I do started with that. Like, so I quit my job and now I don't know what to do, kind of. Um, which was kind of like, I told that story because I'm proud of that. I'm proud of listening to myself and that I did it. But it also comes with a uncomfort in I actually don't know what I want. I literally cannot explain what it is that I do. And I tried different versions of explaining it. Um, like I am a coach. Okay, what kind of coach? Ah, fuck. So I'm working with you becoming yourself and trusting yourself and your instinct and that nothing is wrong with you. And but the thing is, my sessions are all different. Like depending on like you can come with one thing to me. I'm telling the same story I was telling yesterday, but whatever. Let's just let it flow. So you can come with one thing thinking that you want relationship advice or whatever. You're stuck in your life or but we have to start completely somewhere else because you might think you're stuck, but maybe you're not stuck. Maybe you're just exactly where you should be. Um, so I think it's so hard for me to, and I actually started to make a list like, how do I want to explain myself? What do I do? And I realized also the more that I got this question that I didn't like to ask the question to like the people I was with because, or how can I say? I was curious about who they were, not what they do. I love people's stories. And that's a theme that keeps coming up. I love people's stories. Like, I should do something about people telling their stories because the whole story about how a person becomes and then after, or how a person is shaped and formed into something and then how they become. Um, and what I found so inspiring yesterday is that whoever I spoke to did something that they loved. Literally, they did what they loved. They made a like a living. They had like a, yeah, like they all had what I have, like what I have, yeah, what I want to have, what I have. Like was so mirrored in these people, how they all were confident. They had the money that they need for supporting their life, and being in that energy and that vibe in the beginning made me uncomfortable because I felt I didn't belong. I'm not all that. Like I don't have all that. Um, and like this happened so fast to me, like maybe within a few minutes, that I was like, okay, so I'm putting these people up to being something, but in the end, we're all the same. So they are not different from me, even though that they have or look or possess whatever. Yeah. Um, um, that we're not different from each other, no matter who you are and what you are. Are you Donald Trump or are you homeless on the street? Whatever, we're all the fucking same, and it's all a mirror. Um, and the more I kind of went through that little mm, wave I was on judging myself and not being what I want to be in a way, I was like, but I am all of this. It's just a choice to live it and be it. And as soon as I let go of that and went through that wave, I was just me. And I was just like trusting that everything is just as it should, as it's supposed to be, and I am exactly where I'm supposed to be, and to express myself and my truth of who I am and where I am in my life. And I had so many inspiring talks, and ah, yeah, it was very like there was also a lot about like this: be in the frequency you want to live in, be around the people you want to live as, let's say, just to and not from a place of it doesn't matter place. I want to live that. I want to have a community of people around me who values love, life, light, but also values the opportunities with money, the freedom of money, to do whatever you want, to live in such a beautiful apartment in the center of Copenhagen, being able to host 22 people in my home for a beautiful event that brings people even more together and more close to their truth. I want that. I have that. It is there because I can see it, feel it, and like it's there for me. And I want people who are open and working on themselves. And I think I've just been realizing that I actually somehow have been disconnecting myself from people because I actually have been judging. I have been judging. I have been placing myself as, well, I am here and I get it, and you are just living the 3D world. Fuck 3D, 4D, 5D, whatever it all is. Just that's not the point. The point is to live right here, right now. And the people you meet on your way, no matter who and where and what they are all a mirror of where you are and who you are. And just living and accepting and receiving the gift in meeting that person. What is this person doing to me right now? How am I feeling? How am I doing? And take it all as a fucking present and a play in life. Just enjoy it. Someone shows up and says, fuck you, you little whatever. Okay, interesting. What is this? Like, okay, that was a lame example, but um, I got so many comments yesterday about, wow, you're so brave. You can't quit your job. Didn't it take a lot of courage, or a lot of like, are you like with fear and da da da? And I was like, actually, well, yeah. Like before I made the decision and I actually spoke it out loud, of course there was a lot of emotions, and but after I did it, that was the most liberating and freeing thing I have ever done. But being mirrored in people's experience with what I did was kind of so um, uplifting in a way, because I don't see myself being brave in this. I just do what I do. But hearing that and being mirrored in that kind of gave me extra power in acknowledging myself and giving myself that fucking credit I deserve. I do not credit myself enough. So I'm being mirrored by hearing it from other people or seeing something in other people because that's also me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I really start to get this whole I don't remember how this quote goes, but it's like if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. Something like that. And that makes me like that makes so much sense because of course I can sit here on my balcony and all day, and that's not what I do, but I could. And I would get places, I would meet feelings, I would meet whatever would show up and come up, but that's also something mm, I used to practice. Okay, now I'm doing my cacao, then I lay down and then I start to find whatever I have to work on, and so I can get a better human being in this life. But the more I live, the more the things show up that are somehow in my way or blocking my whatever, or it's not because it's all present. So when whatever shows up in a relation with another human being, that is the gift. That is the, oh, okay, I react to that. I create, like, I have this feeling. Okay, where's this feeling from? And go with that feeling and sit with that feeling and go through it and into it. And then the next time you meet it in another way and in another way. And you can continue meeting it. It doesn't matter. But it's the way you react to what you meet and how you ride that wave. Or do you ride the wave? Or have you passed that wave already? Or, yeah, yeah. I think that was it for today. This is a long one, and I've been everywhere, but I'm right here. Ha! Have a good day.